Hello, pussy.
Yo, it's good.
Ooh, I thought I hit this, but here we go. I don't know why my thing's lagging.
Check your mic.
How's the mic sound now?
Sounds the same. You got a new mic or something?
Is it far away?
Ooh, that's better.
Okay. No, it's just because I haven't moved it close to me yet.
What does my mic sound like? I'm talking right now, like I'm talking conversations, and then I'm talking like conversations right now, and things and words.
It just sounds like you got closer. How about now? Does it sound like I just got closer?
Yeah,
compared to
it's just on my podcast. It always sounds my audio. I swear, always sounds worse than.
I have a $200 microphone, and I put out on my commentary like a community thing, like what people say I need to like improve, and they're like, honestly, they're like, we like your content. They're like, you just need a better mic. Somebody commented, and that comment has like 10 likes. And I was like, well, I have like a $250 microphone, so I guess like I'm doing something wrong editing.
Yeah, that's weird. Microphones. I think my mic's a piece of shit, and I've never gotten a complaint on my mic.
Wow, look at you. But either way, we got a tight schedule today. I do have to have a hard out probably around 2:30. And let's just get into this upcoming season. All right. What do you think about this year? We're like in preseason is about to be fully underway starting tomorrow. We had the T-Wolves versus the Mavs yesterday, which I'm gonna be honest, I didn't give a fuck about and did not watch. Did you? I didn't even watch highlights.
I'm like, I didn't watch highlights either. It was like 5 p.m. I was like done with my work for the day. I was like, we got football later on tonight. Let's take a look when this basketball game is. It's over. When the fuck was that game? The hell?
I knew it was in the morning.
Time.
It was in the morning. I think it was like 11.
Who's throwing a Thursday? I guess that's preseason. You're throwing a
no, it's because they're in Abu Dhabi. They're in Abu Dhabi.
Yeah.
So it's I think it's like 5. It's actually 5 p.m. in Abu Dhabi. But to go back to like what you were saying, why it kind of go. You remember when we were watching the World Cup, and the World Cup was like at like you have to wake up early to watch some games. So
I didn't watch a single game of the World Cup.
You didn't? You didn't even watch the final?
I wouldn't have watched it either way unless America was in the championship game. If it was,
so you're never gonna watch soccer game then.
No, I only watched America in the World Cup.
So that's never.
Well, no, I mean we almost had it last year.
No, you didn't.
I think we did. Weren't we like projected to make it out of the round? Did we make it out?
No. I mean, I think you made it to the round. I think you might have made it to the round of 16, but like you guys were still like fucking shit. It's America.
Oh yeah, they did against Netherlands. Yeah, that's right.
They lost in the round of 16, right?
Yeah, I remember. I think we were doing the show in the mornings at that time. We would finish the show. America would be playing. I'd turn it on and I'd like fall asleep at some point in the match. And I'd always wake up and it would be over. Because those were at like 11 a.m., something like that.
Something like that, yeah. I think we were doing the show at like 10 to 11 or 11 to 12 at that time.
Yeah. I think it was 9 to 10.
9 to 10?
9 to 10 or, yeah, because this was like last fall, I think. Right? When was that?
I think you're right. All right. I said today we should talk about our season previews and predictions for each conference. let's just get right into it, and just
Probably
for
probably a good idea if you want to pull up like a win total.
Yeah, I was
projected
gonna
win
pull
total.
up. Yeah, let me do
We can just get our
projected.
under overs. That thing on your mic is so fucking annoying. I don't know what it
What?
is. It's been like that for a month. I haven't said anything.
What is that thing?
Whenever you dabble with your mouse,
It goes like this. You hear
it's
like
like
a wobble.
underwater. Yeah.
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 Okay. Let me explain what that is. I need like a boom like stand, like the arms.
Oh, what's your setup? I wonder what your setup looks like. Damn, that's whole kit and caboodle.
How much better is this?
A lot better.
Yeah.
What'd you do? Yeah. What'd you do?
I put it on a chair.
I unplugged it. Yeah,
No.
that's a good call. Just kidding.
It's like on a separate like it's not on the same table.
Nice. Cool.
All right, so let's get into this projected win totals for each conference. I don't even know if I can get like by conference. Okay, wait. Yeah, this is showing the whole goddamn NBA. So let's just go NBA conferences. Well, I'll pull up these win totals of each.
I've got a sleeper team. I think it's the year. I think it's their year. Not to win it all, but this is the year. It's not even a sleeper.
Then what is it?
It's just a good team that like needs to like be good this year. Like they haven't been a good team. They've had flashes of being a good team, but they're not a good team. They're a fine team. They're a solid team, but they could be really good.
So they're like the Kias of.
I'm not a car guy. I don't know anything about Kias. All I know is I think that's Toyota, and you can rely.
The Toyota's a good car.
Is Toyota and Kia different?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure Kia's owned by one of them, and one of those fucks. So,
the hell you got on screen here?
A list of all the NBA teams in the world.
All right.
So let's get right into this and talk about the Atlantic. Let's start with the West. I think. Well, fuck me. I just realized
you're gonna have to pick them. What do you mean?
Yeah. I just realized.
Oh, do you mean you thought it was like east to west?
I thought this was already separated. I just realized as we were talking that this was not a complete list of like each fucking. That's embarrassing. Okay. Wow. You know why? You know what's embarrassing? I just didn't go to ESPN.
Hey.
And you know what I'm gonna do? You know what we're gonna do? Screenshot this.
I'm really glad that the NBA made the divisions important again. Or I shouldn't even say again, but like divisions were becoming like who gives a shit.
What did they do specifically? I forgot.
Well, now it's what is it? Isn't it the top 4 seeds are?
Yes, top 4 seeds. It used to be top of the division was each. Yeah, they made conferences not matter. They made your division battles matter or some shit like that. Because you remember
your division battle matters more than conference right now.
No, your conference.
If you're in a loaded division, because isn't that what they changed it to? If I'm the Bulls and I win the division, but I'm 45 and whatever the math is of that 39, then I'm pretty sure I'd be the 4th seed.
I mean, I could call Henry over here to explain it to us. He'd probably know off the top of his dome. But let's get into this Eastern Conference. We should know.
Maybe that isn't a thing. Maybe that's just baseball.
What if you're just pulling some baseball shit into here? That'd be fucking upsetting.
It's like
Let's just get.
It's the way it should be.
When women were gals, and men were men, and colors were called colors.
Damn, no, in the NBA they mean nothing. Wow, I thought they changed that.
What, the divisions?
Yeah.
They used to, and then they changed it to it's the best fucking records.
That's so stupid.
No, it used to not, because you used to have the top 4 divisions. So, like, let's say you were in a loaded conference and 3 teams in one division got 55 wins. Well, 2 of those teams that got 55 wins would have lower seed. It could be the 7th and 8th seed, because the 3rd and 4th seed were no, fuck that. That's terrible. People don't like that. Most people don't
divisions,
like that.
But now division. Why are we even in divisions? They don't matter. Divisions do not.
It's for rivalries.
Name one rivalry in the NBA. Name one. Division. Name one. They don't matter. There's no rivalries in the NBA.
So who do you think is going to reign supreme in the regular season for the Eastern Conference? If I had to put my money right now on who I think it would be, God, I got to go Boston. I think Milwaukee will be second. But Milwaukee's also won, basically one, I don't even know how you say, like, one injury away from completely. Chris Middleton or Damian Lillard or Giannis gets hurt, I think that team, or even Brook Lopez, I feel like that team falls apart.
Well, that's the thing with injuries that I'm starting to understand more across sports, is it's like, I can say that with any team. I can say that literally about any team.
Yeah. I feel like some teams are more capable.
But okay, that's fair, but the point still stands on any sports league. If I take one of your 3 best players off your team for a huge chunk of time, you're not going to be the same team. You're not going to be as good. Maybe you can stay afloat, but like, I think Boston is a healthier.
Kurt Warner will tell you that's not true.
Tell me what? That teams can be better without one of their best players?
Yeah.
I don't think that player would really be one of their best players if they're better without
Tim Green was their best player.
How good is Ja Morant really if your team went 21-2 whenever you didn't play? Does that mean you're a really good team? Or does that mean he wasn't even impacting that winning basketball? I don't think Ja Morant impacts winning basketball. But anyways, I think injuries are extremely important, and people like to say, not saying you, but like when I first covered football, I was saying like, well, if this guy doesn't get injured, it's like, well, shit, that's kind of the reason I would seek him out, because I don't want him to get injured. So I look at Chris Middleton with fear, because I don't think he's the same Chris Middleton. I think Damian Lillard.
I agree with that. I don't think Chris Middleton is the same Chris Middleton, but Chris Middleton's now the 3rd option.
Yeah, but like I think if I'm going to bank on a healthier Boston than a healthier Milwaukee, and I also think Boston's better, so that's why Boston is, for me,
I think they're younger. They're better. Yeah,
they're more reliable health-wise regular season.
Yeah, and even in the playoffs, they were that like. It's 2.5 months you have to play in the playoffs. Who am I taking? An old team that everyone's basically above 30, or where a team where the core is still under 30?
Yeah, that's why I really wish that COVID year didn't happen, because I was very curious with a lot of those Lakers playing a whole 82 and plus. But I think Boston and Milwaukee. I imagine James Harden gets traded, but I guess we don't really know for sure at this point.
Well,
but it's just like,
we're hearing that they're working on it, allegedly.
This East is completely wide open. As you were saying, man, like, imagine if, God forbid, obviously, but like Damian Lillard, Giannis, Tatum, or Brown, one of them goes down for the whole season. Any of these teams could legitimately come in here and get a 2 or 3, like Cleveland. I think Miami sucks, but the Knicks, Tate, are going to be up there. This is such a bad conference looking at this goddamn graph. This conference
It's really not that bad. I think it's just wide open. I think once you get out the first
It's
two,
wide
which is
open because it's
Boston. After Boston, Milwaukee, it's Cleveland and probably
but
New
let me
York.
use this example. Who out of Boston and Milwaukee on this list is taking down Denver in a 7-game series?
Probably Boston or
yeah, outside of Boston or Milwaukee, none of them.
Cleveland. Cleveland, maybe.
Cleveland can't get out of the first round. I know what you're saying. But like that, I'm just trying to hammer home my point where it's like, holy shit, the East sucks, and somebody could step in and make a big ass splash, like you said, Cleveland. I think Knicks tape.
Why are you calling them Knicks tape?
It's just more fun. They're my lake show. I mean, the Hawks, as much as I hate it, thankfully Aaron's not here, so I can say it.
Yeah, you're like the world's biggest anti-Hawks fan.
It's just such a boring basketball team to me. I mean, look at the logo. I really feel like
I honestly think the logo is one of the coolest parts.
Wow.
Yeah,
I think you just a lot better.
Huh?
I like the old one a lot better.
Really?
I guess isn't this kind of like a makeshift old one?
Yeah, this is like a modernized old one.
Yeah, I think that's retarded. So
really, I thought that was genius.
Sports go. Well, I just hate the whole modernity in the world these days. I think it's
why,
dude. You can't tell me a fucking Atlanta Hawk. You can't tell me a Hawk with his fucking wings spread and his talons gripping a basketball and it says Atlanta Hawks right above it. That's badass. That's badass. That's basic. Anyways, I digress.
Right. I finally fixed my headphones.
Oh, nice. Some team, I agree with you, Karam. The Hawks are mid. But I'm just saying, like a team, one of these, this team, somebody could sneak on in here. You know, get one big time free agent or make a trade. Or a team just breaks out, like your Orlando Magic. Maybe the Chicago Bulls figure it out. Maybe Brooklyn actually is a good team. Maybe Detroit and Azar Thompson wins Roddy. East is it's looking quite bad. Yeah, I'm gonna go Boston as my chance. Although Damian Lillard.
One second, I just had
I'll keep rambling. I think the Pacers have a good future as well. I think the Pacers have a really solid roster actually as it stands right now.
Let's go to the bottom. Let's go to the bottom. Sorry. I just got an email from a boss. And so when I look at this team just in general, this conference in general, I think, well, teams in this conference in general, I think Boston and Milwaukee should be in their own tier. Then I say the middle tier is like Philadelphia, Cleveland, New York. Do we throw Atlanta in there and Chicago?
Yeah, I think you have to throw Atlanta in there. I'm not going to throw Chicago in there, but
okay, let's keep
feel
Chicago.
like you have to do Miami as well.
Miami's definitely in there. No, Miami's definitely in there. So those are the middle tier teams, and then right outside is the Bulls, the Pacers, the Magic, the Pistons.
I think,
and then I'd say
because I don't think these like
who's the basement dwellers? Who's the worst team in the conference?
I don't think there is a clear-cut one because Detroit, Indiana, and Orlando are completely different than they were last season. Just from, I mean, like free agent acquisitions, but just talent getting better. I know you're not big on Charlotte, but I'm pretty big on Charlotte.
Well, I'm pretty big on. I'm not big on Charlotte, but like they have enough talent to make a playoff put. Like they're a first round exit, but like
I hate to say it, but I think the basement dwellers would be the last three teams on this list: Washington, Toronto, and Charlotte.
Oh, well, but I don't think. No. We all know Washington's the worst team in this. They're going to be the tankers.
I just think Poole. I like Poole a lot, and I like Kuzma a lot, but I guess they don't have enough. But like, I don't know, man.
I mean, best situation. We pull a Utah Jazz, and we look really good for most of the year, but then at the deadline, we sell a bunch of our good players, and then we end up being like a lottery team.
It's just I know, like Washington, I don't think will sniff the playoffs. Maybe they could sniff the plan if Jordan Poole Party is.
We have no need to. We need to find our center stone.
Yeah, but like I think it's probably on your roster already, but
Who's our franchise cornerstone? If you say Johnny Davis, I will fucking
I
stab
think
you
it's
through the
Jordan
screen.
Poole. But to be honest
No.
with you, I think Bilal Coulibaly, I really am. I would not be. I don't think anybody would be surprised if he was that rookie that everyone kind of forgot about. And I mean, nobody's talking about Bilal Coulibaly right now. So I wouldn't be. He's on a bad team. I wouldn't be surprised if he.
Dude, he's like one of the worst half-court offensive guys of all time.
Was a rookie. So I don't know how
From
that's possible.
I agree. I have faith in Charlotte in tense of Steve Clifford is a David Coley of a coach. He's like, all right, let's just agree the bottom four. Okay, there's 15 teams. The 5 teams that won't be in the play-in or playoffs are the Washington Wizards. I don't know why, but I feel like the Brooklyn Nets season could go 2 ways: really good or really bad.
I don't feel comfortable saying any of these teams will miss the playoffs. I think
The
I mean
Washington
Brandon Miller
Wizards
could be stuck.
do not fucking city. I'm a Wizards fan myself, and you made fun of me all last year with Luke about being a Wizards fan, about us building from the
No,
middle.
it was because you thought the city of Washington D.C. was going to keep Kuzma and KP, and
The
I
KP
think to
said he would have
myself, they need
stayed.
to win it.
KP has
They need to
literally
win
said he would have stayed. He would have stayed. They decided not to keep him
because they're sick of winning 35 games every single
because they're
season and
rebuilding. Yeah, because
failing
they're
at the 11th pick. Uh, I think Jordan Poole is the truth. I think will be very soon one of the best just scorers in the game. 24 years old. Whenever Steph Curry was out, the dude feasted. He doesn't even start most games he plays, and he's still giving me 20 points a game. But you're right. I guess if I had to, I would go with
Wizards were
Washington.
tanking. Wizards are
I just think
tanking.
there's a world where Danny Advida, Bilal, PB&J, where one of those guys is a star. People like that's the thing too with like the offseason is guys get better, guys get worse. Like that's just the way, that's the way it goes. So, but yeah, I guess I'll back it. Washington's the worst team in the East to me.
And then I'd say 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 should be Raptors, potentially Nets, Bulls, Pistons.
I mean, it's just
I agree with you. It's up for grabs. The only one I feel fully confident in saying that's going to miss the playoffs is the fucking Wizards.
yeah, because it feels weird to me to think that I know Nurse is gone, but like it feels weird to think that Toronto could actually only win like less than 35 games. Like it just
I think if they continue to have no shooting, then it won't be hard to believe it. But if they
it's the Raps, like they're
no
respected franchise.
They were. They're
what's bad?
Masai Ujiri's turning his franchise into a poverty franchise because he won't fucking commit to anything.
I get that, but Dennis Schroeder, OG Anunoby, Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, and Jakob Poeltl is not a bad starting 5 at all. Like you can make the playoffs with that starting 5, 100%. And then my bench, I have Grady Dick. I've got Chris Boucher. I've got Precious Achua. I know, but like it's weird for me I can't sit here and say like, oh, Toronto's going to rebuild by the end of the year. Toronto's going to be a 35-win team. Like I have a hard time thinking that just because it's the Toronto Raptors and there's still talent on that team. I mean, I know I'm not big on Scotty Barnes, but I felt like I was really quick to that party and now people are starting to like buy into that. And it's like, I don't think he's going to be the best player on a championship team, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be a great player. That doesn't mean he's not going to be, all defensive player or whatever. Like, still probably will be a good team. I'm trying to get this. They won 41 games last year. Like, it's just, I'm going to go Washington.
It has to be Washington.
All right, I got my sleeper team pulled up here.
You got it?
Well, so I was that solo upset I did a couple days ago. I have there's probably around 8 teams every single year, typically 4 to 4 a conference. I think West, there's probably like 5 to 6. East, as we mentioned, it's kind of like 2 that you think could win a championship. And then by the trade deadline, we see either what that team really is, or we see a team like the Phoenix Suns make a trade for Kevin Durant. And it's like, by the All-Star break, by trade deadline, that list of 8-ish championship possibles gets moved to about 5 or 6 if we're being generous. But if we're keeping it a buck, by the end of the regular season, there's really only 3 or 4 teams that could actually win the NBA Finals.
Which are the Denver Nuggets, Miami Heat.
But I never really thought Miami was going to win it. No, well, for me, it was like
no, going into this year. This year. I thought you were talking about this coming year.
What team did you just haphazardly? What team did you just throw in there?
The 3.
What was the second team you said? Yeah,
I said Miami. But
you said the Heat. Yeah, I don't think the Heat will sniff it, but obviously they just.
I just think their culture and their I think the reason everyone's like, why aren't they paying these guys to let everyone walk? Because I think they realize they're like, oh shit, they're like, these players aren't good. Our system's really good.
Yeah, my worry is.
Let's move on. We're on the East. We're on the West.
I just want to say, Jimmy Butler every year they need somebody else, and it's not Bam. They need somebody else to come in because Jimmy gets gassed by the playoffs because he did everything.
I don't think he gets gassed. He gets gassed at the end of the playoffs, and that's why I think they'll figure it out this year. Also, I completely missed. Let's just move on.
Jimmy Butler can't be your best.
The worst team.
I give a shit about the West. This is an NBA show. I want to talk Miami Heat if I want to. Is that doorbell?
Someone knocked at the door, and then what do you call
your
it?
door? Or?
Yeah, I think they're. I have packages coming.
Oh,
and then when
dude, you got her quiet real quick.
What? Her bar collar?
Yeah. Oh, she's got a bar collar.
Yeah.
So okay.
You heard that beep?
Oh, that's what I thought the doorknob or the doorbell was. Okay.
No. The woman knocked, and then that beep was her getting shocked.
Oh, so all right, for my West, I'm going championship.
Worst Denver. Team.
Well, hold on.
I'm kidding.
Going Denver, Golden State, LA's, Phoenix. That's probably it. Nuggets, Warriors, Clippers, Lakers, Suns.
I'm running it.
The Pellies there.
I'm going to go Nuggets, Lakers, Suns, Warriors, Clippers, T-Wolves, Pellies.
Oh, you're going in order?
Yeah. Pellies is the first play-in team. Second play-in team is going to be Kings. Third play-in team will be Grizzlies. And fourth play-in team, fuck. It's the Mavs. That's what I'm doing right there. Holy crap. The West is too fucking deep, man.
Yeah, West is good. Those were like my 5 teams that I think could win it. It'll be the Nuggets or the Lakers, in my opinion. I think the Lakers win the West, but I have to give the Nuggets.
I honestly think the West is a toss-up.
Yeah, we'll know more by trade deadline.
Yeah. I mean, last year, I thought the Clippers were going to be good, and then, you all know how that went. So I think definitely it's so deceiving to think of what preseason teams are going to be good. Or even before, because a team could look. I don't even you can't. There's nothing you can take from preseason and be like, oh, this is going to carry over. But I think what you thought a team looked like at the a team that we've seen with the Atlanta Hawks, you could go to the Dallas Mavericks back-to-back years. You could be a team that went to the NBA Conference Finals, and then you might not even sniff the same level of production the following season.
Yeah.
Even keeping most of the same roster intact. I mean, the Hawks have the same exact roster and have not even gotten out of the first round. Or wait, no, they sent the.
They
Did they get
bolstered it. If anything, I guess people would say DeJounte bolstered it. I don't think DeJounte bolsters the Hawks.
No, DeJounte came a year removed from the conference finals.
Yeah, that was his first year in Atlanta. But I'm saying even when they ran back the Atlanta Hawks, and then even when they bolstered it, they still have.
Oh yeah. 2 years, and then no, you're right. And look at the Mavs. They let Jalen.
I'm telling you, man. Luka. I think Luka. I don't know. I have a lot of people tell me about Luka's personality, and when I hear it, it's like he'll never win a championship without the proper fitting star, like a Kyrie Irving. When not current Kyrie, but like Kyrie joining LeBron. I think Luka needs it to be all about him, and I think he needs it to be the star of the show. So you can't pair him with a Jokic, you can't pair him with a Giannis, but you could pair him with an old Kyrie. But anyways, my sleeper team was the Pelicans. I think this is the year Zion plays 60 plus. The health, the weight loss, I think he's good. I think he's locked in. I still am not enamored by their roster. Jonas Valanciunas.
This is
we'll see what got with Herb
there's
Jones.
There's no tanking team.
BI is the truth. And CJ, I think, is a fine distributor of the basketball. I've been saying for like a year and a half to go find a point guard off of the bench that's pass first, like just traditionally pass first. But, they could have a Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy could be their Bruce Brown, and they could certainly – they're a good team.
The West is the only team that's actually tanking is the Blazers.
Yeah.
Because the Spurs don't need to tank anymore. Thunder don't need to tank anymore. I guess the Jazz maybe, but the Jazz have their core. Lowry Markkanen, Walker Kessler, John Collins. Like, I guess they need a point guard, but like at this point, like they have Keontae George and they could go out and like they have enough assets to trade for their future point guard. Am I wrong for thinking that?
No, they've got a weird log jam. Like their roster won't be the same. Sexton, Clarkson, Laurie, John, Kessler.
Well, I made a video the other day. Listen to this. There's only 6 guys on that roster that you can say in the next 3 years probably going to be on that roster. Walker Kessler, John Collins, Lowry Markkanen, Ochai Agbaji, they're Keontae George and Taylor Hendricks, and then also maybe Brice Sensabaugh. But that's like those are the only guys you could say. The rest of the guys are all expendable. But they're good players.
Wait. Yeah, I can't wait for some of these guys feature like Walker Kessler, Taylor Hendricks, like Laurie Markkanen, like just really interesting.
That's what I'm saying is like for a thought they've already got their core. Keontae George, Ochai Agbaji.
I hate their
Walker Kessler, Lowry Markkanen, and John Collins or Taylor Hendricks.
I would not move forward with that core. People are enamored by Walker Kessler. Like he's the best thing since sliced bread. I'm not fully bought into that notion. I mean, he's a phenomenal shot blocker and he is a part of their core, I guess. But like, I mean, if Ochai Agbaji is part of my core, if John Collins is part of my core, I mean, my core is fucked. So I think their roster will look completely different. Like, if Laurie Markkanen's my 3, John Collins is my 4, Walker Kessler is my 5, but then I also have Taylor Hendricks and Kelly Olynyk. I don't know. It's just when they drafted Taylor Hendricks, now I'm thinking like, why the hell is John Collins a Utah Jazz? Like,
because Taylor Hendricks, they're hoping is more of a wing than a forward.
6'10" wing. Good luck with that.
Jonathan Isaac. He's either Jonathan Isaac or Chris Boucher.
Great. Yeah, both of their careers have gone very good.
Chris Boucher has actually gone great. He's an NBA champion, and he's
got a very successsul bench career.
Yeah, he's almost
especially because when I
stop disrespecting Chris Boucher.
No. My point is when I draft somebody at 9, I don't, and they turn out to be Chris Boucher. That's the
who's this guy? Is that Jason Preston? Dude, he used to be a Clipper. He's a former Clipper. It says he formerly played for the Clips. That's a yellow on the Clips. Do you not understand how this shit works?
I'm
Who used to play for the Clips with the Not Tyrese Maxey. Shea?
Yeah.
No, he's 6'6", and he has hair like that. Not Daniel House. Wait, did Daniel House play there? No. He's like 27. Former Clippers player, 27, wears 26 or 27. Who wears 26 or 27 in the NBA?
It's gonna be a bad basketball player.
That's what I'm saying. Is it a 26?
We don't know he's like 26, 27, do we? Or is he
Both his number
in
and
that age?
his age.
But like, is it? We don't have a top age end, do we?
No,
Like
we
he could just be
don't.
26 and higher. Oh, okay. So he might be. He's probably old then. John Wall.
James.
Oh, John Wall's not in the NBA.
Yeah, John Wall. Reggie Bullock? No. Who the fuck is this?
I think Reggie Bullock's like getting to the right track. He's a Rocket.
No, he's too old.
Oh, we do. He's younger than 30.
Yeah, I said that. He's 26 or 27. I gotta go soon.
Do we have division yet? Yeah. Which one is he?
Yeah, I told you he's a former Clipper.
But what division is he in? Do we know for sure?
No, we don't.
Well, we can probably guess.
He is in the Northwest.
Northwest. Fucking idiots, man. Jesus Christ. Figure it out.
Okay. Is there anyone on the Portland Trailblazers that's a former?
I'm sure there's one. Ooh. He's
on the Blazers. He's not. He's on the Blazers.
It's gotta be like. I mean, Watford's too young. I don't even think he's on that team anymore.
Dude, what fucking? Yeah, Eubanks has dreads.
Eubanks was yesterday or 2 days ago.
This is a black guy.
Shea's too young.
Someone's calling me, and I'm not trying to answer this call.
Dude, Watford? I don't think he's old. Dude, there's some bum on this team that's just like sitting there. Like a Matisse Thybulle, or Matisse isn't a bum, but like there's like somebody was like just got there.
Moses Brown? Moses Brown?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely Moses Brown. Oh, yeah. I didn't know he wore 26. I don't know how it's not Moses Brown. Oh, because he's 23? I guess that the way he's been passed around like a freaking gangbang, I would assume he's older than 23.
I'm genuinely so confused, dude.
I'm shocked it's not Moses Brown. Is it a guard or is it like a dual hybrid athlete? I think it's a dual hybrid athlete. What's their fucking starting lineup, dude?
Dude, but I don't know if this is last year's roster.
That's the issue. Is because Reggie Bullock's, or actually no, because Reggie signed with this. When was Reggie Bullock on the fucking Spurs? Watford, Scoot, Shea.
Wouldn't be. It wouldn't. Okay, last year it wouldn't have been
Moses.
Justice Winslow.
Yes, it's Justice Winslow. That's who it is. That's Justice Winslow. You got it. I guarantee you that's Justice Winslow. I guarantee you.
I'm trying to think of anybody else.
I guarantee you. I'm gonna type it in right now so we can go. It's
Justice
Winslow. It's Justice Winslow. You gotta trust your gut.
Wait, is Justice on the Clippers right now?
I think he's still on
Justice Winslow. Yeah, he's never played for the he's not. He's still a free agent. All right, guys, it's gonna be today's show. I gotta go.
Damn, dude. Actually, somebody should pick him up, but
no.
Yeah, with I guess more preseason basketball on Monday.
Yeah, no, we'll do more today. I literally have to go do a group project, and I still got hella shit to figure out. So, peace out.
Peace.